Welcome to Show Up and Glow. My name is Jalen. This is The Cozy Corner, a space created just for you to tune in and chill out. If this interests you, I invite you to find some headphones, a quiet space, and join me for a very calming and comforting experience. If this is not for you, that is okay. I do appreciate you stopping by. As you notice yourself enjoying your stay, please be sure to like and subscribe for more of this calm and cozy vibe. Now let's get started, folks. Welcome in. Now off the top of the channel, off the little, what was I trying to say? Off the, not like honeydews, off the top of the notes, off the something. To kick off the channel, to kick off this video. I am recording with my little lovely doggies, my two little bitty doggies in the room with me. So if you hear external licks, lip smacks, rustling, or moving around, just envision two little cute doggies around the cozy corner today. And now let's get into it. If you're new here, my dogs usually aren't in the room with me, but today I needed them in here, so that's new. Maybe we make it a thing. I don't know. Maybe I bring them on the channel. They're too big to sit here, but maybe I could put them on camera. I don't know. Do I need to get their permission? I don't know if I can just use them. They might have to sign off on that or something. We just like to be silly and have a silly goose time around here, guys. Okay, so let's settle in. Welcome if you are new to the Cozy Corner. Today's video is going to leave you feeling a lot calmer and a lot more peaceful by the end of the video. You will notice that this is all one long take. We are not a quick cut channel. We do not do quick edits because that is bad for our nervous system. And when you come to the Cozy Corner, the point here is to be kind to our nervous system, to gently say, hey, nervous system, thank you so much for everything you do for me and keeping me safe all day long. I'm going to give you this little breaky break. And the Cozy Corner is going to do just that for you. So if you're new here, buckle up. Get ready to feel like, because that's how you're going to feel. And if you're an OG regular Cozy Corner crew member, you know what's up, and thank you so much for being here. And your nervous system is so excited today because you know that you're going to feel a little lighter. You're going to feel a little calmer, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more I'm not going to get so upset about that. And it's all just because you took the time out of your day to join me here in the coziest place in the world for free. We haven't done a true card reading in a while. We were hitting those really hard last fall, and oh my God, we are in the Ber months, folks. We are in the BER months now as you're watching this. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you. We're here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So we are in the Ber months. So I thought we could do a nice little cozy card reading to kick off this new season. Guys, I'm so freaking excited, obviously. I can't stand that where I live in America, that the time change isn't until November. And for all of you around the world who are unfamiliar with that, America, does a time change. Maybe other countries. Don't come for me in the comments. This is me resisting your negativity at me if other countries do time changes. But in America, we fall back every fall, which means we turn our clocks back 1 hour. And it is the best thing in the entire world. It is the best time frame to be on. It is the best saving. Oh, I just love it so much. When we fall back 1 hour, it means it gets darker earlier. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. It means it gets darker earlier. It means I get to sleep in an extra hour and feel so much more rested. Yeah. And then in the springtime, we have to spring forward where we get rid of that hour we just had for the last 6 months or whatever. And now we gotta freaking spring forward and lose it. And the sun comes up really bright every morning and the sun stays up late really every night. Don't come for me. Don't do it. So, okay. Because it's fall, it's the Burr months. Because we're in it, we're going to do a nice, cozy card reading to usher in a new season. So, off the top of the video, what am I trying to say there? Top of the hour? Something notes. It's in my head. Something notes. Anyway, we're going to do a little breathing. We're going to center ourselves. If a card reading is not for you, like it's not your vibe, I kind of do it just for myself to see like what the messages are. But if they apply to you, I love that too. I don't try to like leave anybody out here. But if you're like, you know what, I kind of want to tap in today too and see what's going on in my world. While we breathe and kind of ground ourselves and center into the moment, I want you to think of either a question or an intention, or maybe nothing. Just really clear your head. It's not one size fits all. You get to pick your path and pick what you want to do. So whether you vibe with the card reading, or you're just here for entertainment, or you're here to get a little bit of a message, let's take that time right now and just really bring it on down to calm feel. So I want us to do some breaths. We're going to do 5 rounds, and then we're just going to kind of pause in the stillness, and then we'll get into the reading. So find yourself in a nice, comfortable position, whatever that looks like for you today. And we're just going to do 5 rounds of breath. Nice big inhales through the nose, nice long deep exhales out the nose. 5 times, and then again, pause at the end. Let's begin. Last one. And as we sit here in the stillness, I want you to envision a nice golden white light, like a ball of white light above your head. A little orb, like a Glinda bubble. Imagine it just kind of sitting, gently moving above the top of your head, and gently envision this glowing white ball, like a Glinda bubble, expanding, covering the head, bringing the white light all the way down your body till it fully encapsulates you in its white light. And just sit here for a moment in your white light, Glinda bubble. Love it. You can either open your eyes or keep them closed for the rest of the video. We're going to be utilizing Sacred Destiny. Sacred Destiny is now our go-to oracle card of choice here in the Cozy Corner. and draw 3 cards today. Let's see what we got. Very pretty. Okay. The first card today is fulfillment. We've had this card before. Fulfillment is a peach on a vine on a tree with a big, looks like full moon in the background. Little kind of hazy, almost feels like fall. Like this card kind of feels like fall. Let's read about fulfillment. There's those lip smacks I was telling you about. I knew it was going to happen. Okay, fulfillment. Laden peach tree. The peach tree blooms early, and because of this, it is often a symbol of spring and the renewal of life. It is also the Chinese symbol of a happy marriage and of fertility. In some traditions, it stands for immortality. Ripe peaches also portend fertility, some word I can't pronounce, and great fulfillment. In Korean traditions, the peach represents happiness, riches, honors, and longevity. In the Renaissance, peaches represent the heart and love and speaking the truth from one's heart. I didn't realize peaches had such a significance in the world. That's pretty wild. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Fulfillment is at hand. No matter what is occurring in your life, put your attention on what is splendid, pleasurable, and luscious. Find bliss in the moment. Love fully, deeply, without hesitation. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight. Let go of people and things that don't feel empowering and that drag your energy down. You no longer need to put the needs of others ahead of your own needs. If you've had any health issues, a ripe peach represents a return to better health. Savor your life with gusto and with grace. Experience and embrace life in all its permutations. If you want to start a new project or a new relationship, this card is an excellent omen for a great outcome. Ooh, love that for us. The next card is literally the next one in the book, so we're going to show that one. Next one. We've seen this one before, Gateway, with the unicorn and like a Sedona, deserty vibe with the cliffs and the sunset and like a lush meadow at its feet, but then like big, jaggedy, deserty rocks, mountains in the background, with a unicorn saying Gateway. And then look, I just finished, and now we're on to the next one. That's never happened before. Enchanted Valley. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spirit gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. And they do say Sedona is one of those places, so I was getting that vibe from those mountains. In Celtic traditions, the wee folk, fairies and elves, easily move through these portals and have access to these magical places. The Enchanted Valley is the place where these portals often appear. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Magic is afoot. Wondrous events are unfolding. Profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you. Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. I love that. That's very beautiful. Very beautiful. The next one is purity. We might have had this one a long time ago. I haven't seen it in a while. With this beautiful white fox, giant dog, direwolf, Game of Thrones, one blue eye, one green eye, snowy trees that look like a Bob Ross painting, and then this giant dog. And we got the doggies in the room today. Maybe this card is for them. They are pure though, so that's very fitting. Okay. First snow. Before the first snow, the earth is dark and cold. Fallen trees from autumn storms lay haphazardly atop the decaying leaves that cover the forest floor. However, when the first snow arrives, the darkness and decomposing soil are replaced by a purity that is light and bright. That is so true, and that is why I want to live somewhere with seasons, because I want to see that every year. In the sunshine, the individual snowflakes atop the snowdrifts sparkle with crystalline light. Harsh sounds are muffled. Sharp corners and rugged edges are muted. Everything feels fresh and new. Debris seemingly disappears beneath the pristine white landscape. Soft, falling snow illuminates the environment in a diffusion of swirling forms. At night, in the light of the full moon, the first snow is glowing and serenely silent, turning everything into an enchanted fairy tale realm. In some mystical traditions, descending snow symbolizes the transmission of knowledge from a higher plane, the heavens, to the lower planes, the earth, thus bringing purity to the earth. The sacred landscape wants you to know. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can be, and will be, shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Reoccurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Okay. Let's look at all these together. Get the vibe. I will say this hit pretty close to my personal life. I was up all night last night. I woke up at 1 a.m. I woke up at 3:40 a.m. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. And then finally when my alarm went off, I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. But it's because I am on to some new and different things. And that last card really hit home because 9 years ago when I went through a pretty challenging experience with the loss of a pet that was my pet since a baby, my first pet in adulthood, my first doggy. And when he passed away, I was really on a path that I thought was going to take me for the rest of my life. Like, I felt like I had it all figured out. Everything was clicking, doors were opening. Every day felt new and fresh and exciting. And the day he died, it just like destroyed all of that and just made me very scared to start new things. I attached that with new experiences. And that's what trauma can do to us. You know, we go through a traumatic experience, we think back on whatever that day looked like or that month or your life when that traumatic experience happened, and it's almost like you're trying to protect yourself to say, well, no, okay, I was doing this when this bad thing happened. Now if I do the opposite, I'm going to avoid the next bad thing. And unfortunately, that's not feasible. But we don't have to correlate the same day, experience, month of that traumatic thing that it's going to happen again. And honestly, like, that's what's crazy about that last card, because that kept me up like all night last night. I just woke up being like, you're starting something new and exciting, but remember last time you did that. Ugh, and that was 9 years ago. 9. It's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. So if you're going through something like that, and all the rest of those cards were like super positive and like trusting and loving, and that's exactly the energy we want to shift into when our fear wants to take us back to the past and try to pigeonhole us and give us that anxiety that we don't need. We don't need, and we didn't ask for it, to be quite honest. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for it to be up 4 times last night, wrecking my brain for no reason. So if you're going through something similar, I'm here with you. The cards are here with you. Like, it clearly spelled it out very, very clearly. All of them had a through line, which was very nice and comforting. But it's not that we just like get over it and we just move on. I mean, I'm 9 years later still having those thoughts. And I do the work and I look inside and I try to go like, that's not real. But it does take the practice of reminding yourself that those things that happened in the past don't reflect what can happen in the future. And it's just gently saying, I see you and I acknowledge you, anxiety, in this moment and why you're feeling this way, but we're going to be okay. And then it's just like gently believing you're going to be okay. And it's just one small step of that at a time. And then it gets easier. And then some things that used to give you anxiety won't anymore. And you get to just be in control of that when you start to feel like you're a little out of control of it, you know? So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here with me in the coziest place in the world for free. Besides maybe your own home, if you've made it very cozy. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. But if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell people about the Cozy Corner, tell them about the calm rebellion we're starting here and creating here, calming down, slowing down, getting in touch with our minds, bodies, and soul. And I hope you have a really blessed week, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.